Donald Trump, in his own words, making news tonight for what he just said about Vice President Kamala Harris. Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Steve Lacey.
And I'm Natasha Verma. It's a busy news day, and we kick things off with a choice of words former President Donald Trump had for Vice President Kamala Harris this afternoon.
All right, those remarks made at the National Association of Black Journalists Convention. Sharon Crowley here now with more on what the former president is saying and why it's got obviously a lot of people talking tonight. Sharon.
Yeah, right out of the gate, we heard from the former president making controversial comments, some say offensive remarks, questioning Vice President Kamala Harris's race. The former president on defense from the very start of the interview.
For you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work, in such a hostile manner, I think it's a disgrace.
Former President Trump combative during an hour-long, at times jaw-dropping interview with the National Association of Black Journalists. The uncomfortable exchange started when Trump was asked if he thought Vice President Kamala Harris was only on the ticket because she was a black woman. Harris is the daughter of a Jamaican father and an Indian mother.
Well, I can say no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much, and she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black? I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
When Trump was running against President Biden, polls show he made some minor inroads attracting black voters. Now that Vice President Harris is his likely opponent, many of those black voters have returned to support her candidacy. His appearance here, an effort to win more of the black vote.
People can't buy houses. They no longer have the American dream. Young people, young black people, they don't have the American dream anymore. They can't buy a house.
Trump continued his controversial comments when asked about immigration and the economy.
I will tell you that coming from the border are millions and millions of people that happen to be taking black jobs. You had the best.
What exactly is a black job, sir?
A black job is anybody that has a job. That's what it is. Anybody that has a job.
All right. Donald Trump's not welcome here.
Trump's interview at the NABJ convention in Chicago attracted protesters outside the venue. Inside, the former president insisted he would return the economy to how it was when he was in office.
The inflation is absolutely destroying our middle class, our working class, virtually every class. Inflation is a disaster in our country. Inflation is a country buster.
Well, Trump also defended his pick for a running mate. Senator J.D. Vance has been under fire in recent weeks for controversial comments he made in 2021 about childless women. So quite an interview, lasted just 1 hour and then they cut it off.
Yeah, and did Harris have anything to say about Trump's comments?
Well, she's traveling for a funeral in Texas, but her campaign did release a statement, and I will look down at my notes here saying, quote, in part, that Donald Trump has failed black families, and he has proven with this interview that he is attempting to divide us, not unite us. And also we heard from Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary. She described this interview as repulsive, and that's quote.
All right.